Consult a doctor before starting any diet or exercise program. Many of these exercises and routines are extremely strenuous and performed by experienced and trained individuals. Consult a professional trainer before attempting any of the exercises or workouts featured on this program.
You know, PE programs across the country are being cut and our kids are not being allowed to exercise in the middle of the day. Now we're going to take a look at two schools today which are taking a completely different approach and bringing in innovative and exciting ways to get the kids interested, engaged, and moving in the middle of the day. And if you want more information on how exercise can benefit your kids, I'd encourage you to read the book Spark by John Ratty. Not too long ago, I had let it go. 50 pounds overweight and going into my 30s, I had to do something to turn things around. With a garage, a few heavy things, and a group of friends, I'm trying to discover for myself the truth about fitness. Who am I? I'm anybody. I'm you. And I want to know the fitness truth.
Fitness Truth, sponsored by Reebok, presented by Reverie.
We didn't come in last. That's what I'm hoping for. Just like Rich. Don't come in last.
Oh, man. We're going now?
Alright guys, I gotta make it kind of a quick one. I gotta run up to Atlanta, Kennesaw, hang out with Brandon Phillips for the day. He's bringing CrossFit into the schools. I'm gonna check it out, see what he does, and then get a little workout with him this afternoon. Should be pretty cool. So I gotta get the kids to school. I'll see you guys a little later.
Good luck.
Happy birthday, Patrick.
Thanks, man. Birthday, Patrick.
Appreciate it.
Can you sing happy birthday to me?
Have a good day, Turner. Good luck in your match. So I just dropped off the kids at school, headed to Kennesaw, Georgia, which is about 2 hours away. It's just outside of Atlanta, to see my friend Brandon Phillips. Brandon, elite CrossFit athlete, but he's also the strength and conditioning coach at the Walker School. And the Walker School is a private school, and Brandon's been able to bring his CrossFit passion to the kids and faculty at the Walker School, and he's doing some really cool stuff. He's not just training the athletes, he's training all the kids throughout the day in what would be the equivalent of a PE class, but this is a serious, you know, CrossFit class, and he's bringing the kids in, and they're doing workouts in the middle of the day and then going back to school, and gonna go up there and check out and see what he's doing, and then get a workout in with him at the end of the day. So it'll be an interesting day. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he's doing this. When we pull into the Walker School, it's very obvious to me that this is a high-end school, a private school, and they are looking for the most innovative, unique, interesting, cutting-edge techniques to inspire their kids to perform at their very best. And one of the ways that they know that they can get kids to perform at their very best academically and physically is with physical exercise in the middle of the day. My friend Brandon Phillips is the strength and conditioning coach at the Walker School, and he's bringing CrossFit into the curriculum at the Walker School.
My name is Brandon Phillips, strength and conditioning coach here at the Walker School, and been here for 5 years, loving it, and now just took over the strength and conditioning program this year and introducing CrossFit to the kids. I started CrossFit in 2009, January, and I had a friend of mine, he was like, hey man, you should go to regionals down in Jacksonville and see how you do. Went down there and they announced the workout, and I remember looking over at a friend of mine, and I was like, I'm gonna win this workout. I'm gonna go to the games, because the workout was right in my wheelhouse. I knew I was still new to the sport, but I just knew that I could beat everybody at that, and I did. So did that, made it to the games, a great experience. 2009, being out there at the ranch. 2010, went through the whole process again, qualified again, ended up getting second to Rich at the Southeast Regional, made it out to the games, finished in 11th place out there in 2010, and continued doing all the local events around here in the Southeast, and made it back in this past year in 2011. Made it through sectionals, made it through regionals, made it out to the games, finished 31st, not where I wanted to be, not where I think I am. And so now I'm training again, getting ready to go, and preparing for that 2012 season. I started doing CrossFit kids regularly in 2010, the fall of 2010. Went to a CrossFit Kids seminar with Jeff and Cindy Martin. It was a great seminar. I probably learned more at that seminar than I did throughout my entire college, all my college courses. And came out here, I've met some resistance, because a lot of the kids are used to playing the regular games and all that kind of stuff. But I was like, no, we're going to work out. We're going to get fit, and this is how we're going to do it. This is our little play area. It's pretty nice, I'd say.
And I can see immediately that this is really not your average high school weight room. This is more of a CrossFit gym. I see PVC pipes, in the corner where they're using them for mobility. I see lots of inspiring signs around the gym, and I'm seeing familiar things like bumper plates, barbells, kettlebells, and GHD machines. And these things all show me immediately that Brandon has brought CrossFit successfully to the Walker School. I'm really excited to see how he's going to get these kids excited about it, and just if they're drinking the Kool-Aid.
CrossFit, it's functional movements performed at high intensities, and constantly varied. And for the kids, we call it big fun, broad, inclusive, general fun, fitness. And that's what we try to, inspire the kids here with, is like, this is going to help you in all aspects of life, and this is going to help you beyond high school. It's going to help you beyond college. And this is just your start to a lifelong pursuit of fitness.
The Reebok Fitness Truth, presented by Reverie. Sleep well tonight, perform better tomorrow.
What I'm trying to do here at the school is get a mind-body connection. And for the kids that sit down all day, they have a disconnect from their mind and body. And that's something that they live with every day of their life. And I think it's crucial that a kid be able to control their body in a proper manner. And if they can squat correctly, I think that's going to help them out academically. Because what it does, it increases the stimulus in their brain. And for a kid that sits there all day and all of a sudden they're up and moving, they're going to be, they're going to have more energy, they're going to be excited, they're generally going to be more focused in class, and just because of the hormones that are released when we exercise in the middle of the day. And I think the more new stimuluses we can give a child growing up, the more functional their brain becomes, not just their body. And I'm a big believer in that, and there's scientific evidence to back that up. All right, first things first, you're just going to dip and drive. So down, dip, shrug. You got 3 dip shrugs right here. So you can get in here, you can get the kids to a good warm up, or sometimes we even have a lesson plan before the class, then put the kids through a warm up, and then have a 10-minute workout. And the kids are hitting all aspects of whatever it is that day, and it's constantly varied functional movements performed at high intensities. What CrossFit is, just scaled down a little bit for a lot of the younger athletes. And for me personally, I love to focus in on the technical aspects of each movement. And the kids here know that I want to see proper technique, proper movement, But the biggest thing I've seen so far is lack of flexibility among most high school athletes and middle school athletes. And I think that's from sitting down all day. Once they begin, we always start out with a warm-up. Today we'll be doing snatch work, so we'll always start out with a Bergener warm-up with a little bit of addition to it for the high school kids on the skill transfer exercises. And then generally we'll go to a Metcon right after our Olympic lifting sessions. Today's workout is going to be 4 rounds for time, 3 front squats, 3 thrusters, 3 push presses, and 12 pull-ups. And you'll notice that most of our kids, they'll be doing kipping pull-ups, some be using bands, most won't be. And I think that's a great thing for a high school athlete to be able to do is pull-ups that we don't get to see that much. I kind of learned this at the Level 1 seminar and the CrossFit Kids seminar. If I can put the kids in a proper position, you know, without doing flexibility exercises, that's going to increase their flexibility. If I can put them in a proper depth of a squat, work with them, that's going to increase their flexibility. You know, the muscles are pliable. When you put them in that position, the muscles are going to move to maneuver to be in that position. And but we do have some kids, you know, that have some problems with the hamstrings, or hamstrings, quads, shoulder problems, tightness, depending on what sport. Usually in the season, baseball season, you know, usually have a lot of tight shoulders. Football season, we usually have a lot of tight hamstrings from the running and the fall. And you know, I take them to mobilitywod.com a lot of the time. I'm like, this is Kelly Starrett, and this is a free website for you to look at, and you probably won't find a better tool, you know, than K-Star's mobility blog at increasing movement and decreasing pain in certain areas. Now we got 3 muscle snatches. In that turnover at the top, remember when we turn over, bar's not back here, it's directly over. Active shoulders pressing up on that bar. Shrug, pressing up on the bar. But those guys come in, most of them just started with me this fall, and working on snatch work today and then doing the Metcon. And you can tell we do a lot of lighter weight with those guys, just to work on technique so they can get the movement down. And then as they get older, we'll start adding weight on there, or if they develop a little bit faster, and then I tell them how much weight they should add to it. I think the prescribed amount of weight for that workout is supposed to be 135. Well, most of them only use a 50-pound bar today. And they were still getting the benefits, from it, conditioning-wise, like you're supposed to. You know, I think some of the elite athletes could probably do that workout with 135 in probably less amount of time that they did. I think the fastest one was 343 today, and he used 70 pounds. But that's what we're going for right here, is just efficiency of movement, and don't want to load them down too much. Some of the kids I have to really fight with on that, controlling their weights. But you know, once they realize the purpose and the goal for a certain workout, then they know what weight they should be using for that time. And then sometimes I'll come in and I'll make them use a weight that they're going to have to stop in the middle of the workout. But today I want them to go through as fast as they possibly can. And the only time they'll probably stop today is on the pull-up bar, doing that many pull-ups. Once you get done with this last attempt, go in the squat racks. Sunshine, you can use add 10s to that bar inside the squat rack. Everybody else, you're just going to use the bar today. We're going to focus in on technique on the bar and just speed through the workout. All right. So let's go ahead and get one more attempt, then we'll work our way up to the squat rack. But you'll see the kids, they really push themselves here, and after the workout's over, depending on how much time we have left, we'll either do some more assistance work on our Olympic lifting, or we'll do some mobility work right following that, depending on the number of kids in the class as well. you know, during the summertime, I was really hands-on with the football team this summer. We were here every day, 2 or 3 hours a day. And I know that's a little long from us CrossFit workouts, but our kids in football, we have 30-man roster, and they're playing 4 quarters. We got to adapt. We got to get these kids to adapt to that stress that's going to be on their bodies. They don't get to take a break like a lot of the other kids do. So we're here hammering them this summer. You know, metconning and running, doing a ton of Olympic lifting, and you know, we're seeing really good things from that. The kids come in here, they challenge each other. You'll see today, you know, this kid we have in my first period class, he usually wins every workout, but he sets the standard for other kids, and other kids always come in and try to chase him or whatever they do. And that's just really building a team camaraderie, you know, team competitive environment. And I think it brings the kids closer together because they're all going through that same pain that we as CrossFitters go through. And when we watch something like on ESPN, you know what they're going through, and you can encourage them and cheer them through that. And you know, it just kind of helps bring me as a coach a better relationship to the athletes, you know.
The Reebok Fitness Truth, presented by Reebok. The sport of fitness has arrived. And One Coconut Water, the power of one.
You know, in this day and age, a lot of schools are getting rid of PE programs, but other schools are coming up with innovative and exciting ways to get the kids engaged. Right here in Chattanooga, we have a school called Bright School that's doing it with parkour.
Well, this is called parkour or free running, and we have children that are moving constantly for 15-20 minutes non-stop. They can only go in a forward movement, forward direction, and they have to go over, under, around, through obstacles. They're exercising, and they don't even know they're exercising. They're sweating, they're red-faced when they finish, and they're having so much fun that it's just pretty incredible. We just kind of created the course together. Jim was the mastermind. He has a lot of creative juices going on, and we've been doing it for 2 weeks, and they're loving it.
Well, the thing I like about the format that we're using here is that there is no right or wrong way to do it.
Well, it increases their heart rate to where aerobically they're getting oxygen to increase their strength of their heart. And that's the main thing, but also it's fun. They're having a lot of fun with it. And using their muscles too. We've had the most participation we probably had in PE. I mean, the non-athlete children, athletic children, can do this because it's safe. They've got big pits they can land in.
The main thing that we're doing is we're having fun. If the kids are having fun, they're loving PE, they're developing a fabulous appetite for what they're going to get in the future. We're hoping that they will continue with their fitness workouts. If kids hate PE, they're just doing push-ups and sit-ups every day, and that's all they're doing, which is what I had when I was in school, push-ups, sit-ups, and running. And I loved it just because I enjoyed that type of thing. But there are a lot of kids that didn't love it, and so some programs are designed that way. Here, we want them to have fun first.
We had one class over on the door over here. They were so excited, they used adjectives to integrate with physical education of what this meant to them.
Now, and what we do is we just set up an atmosphere where they're having fun, and they will literally go for 20, 25 minutes straight, solid, totally enjoying themselves and not realizing that they're actually exercising. So we're accomplishing our objective with that.
The Reebok Fitness Truth, presented by ProGenX. Reset the go signal.
Matthew Thomas, he's probably been one of the most improved student athletes we have here at Walker.
Well, when I came here,
in high school in 9th grade, I was extremely out of physical shape, and when we started doing these, I really started to be able to, you know, push myself and be able to really take myself to where I've never been before.
Last year I was fortunate enough to coach him in wrestling, and he came out to the wrestling mat, and this kid, I don't think he played any sports, you know, in the middle school or at least his first year of high school, and he just decided to come out for the wrestling team, the toughest sport we have here at Walker. And that's my opinion, my unbiased opinion.
Well, when I first tried wrestling, it was extremely difficult. One match would just leave me, not even an entire match, just one round would leave me completely gone. But ever since we've really pushed these, I've been able to last a lot longer. It's been, just helps with everything, really.
And then he came out, and he was one of the few kids that his first year made it throughout the entire season without wanting to quit. He was always in there trying to get better, and now he's taking that same work ethic and he's put it in towards the weight room. He was here every day this summer training with us, and he went from doing no pull-ups to where he just finished a workout with, how many pull-ups was in that workout? 48 pull-ups in it, you know, unassisted. Last year he couldn't do one. This year, and now he's doing 48 in a workout.
I couldn't run before we started these. Like, one lap would tire me out. Now I can run a mile without stopping. It's only been a year and a half.
And to me, that's just, you know, that's awesome. And his self-confidence that he has about himself right now, and the way he just carries himself around the halls, that's just a testament to what fitness, you know, improving one's fitness level and as a young teenager, how it can boost their self-confidence. And it doesn't matter if they're athletically gifted or not. If they can see improvements in themselves physically, that's going to cross over to everything else they do in life. They're going to be able to manage stress a whole lot better. And I think that's a crucial aspect to what CrossFit can do in high school.
We've seen today how two schools are really taking a different approach. They're not cutting PE programs like you're seeing across the country. What's happening here are these schools are bringing in the most innovative techniques to get kids engaged, and more than anything, get them moving and have them enjoy exercise. It's one of the most important things that we can teach a kid, and it's a habit that's going to last a lifetime. These kids are going to perform better academically, socially, and in every imaginable thing that they can do. And more than anything, they're going to learn habits and techniques that they're going to take with them for the rest of their life. I applaud these efforts and hope that other schools will follow this trend.